drill you just did with Jeff, he had you guys working on the mechanics and the components of doing the bunting for a base hit. We're going to work on sacrifice bunting.
他刚刚就教你们那个就是推打技巧，他这边要教的是那个牺牲短打技巧。
So as the name implies, you guys all know this. You've been teaching bunting for years probably. This is a refresher course. Our job, we've been asked or told to sacrifice my at bat for the good of the team to advance runners either at first or at first and second base.
那这一站任务就是牺牲短打，最主要目的就是推进你的队友这样。
So the first thing we want to concern ourselves with is getting a good pitch to bunt.
第一件事就是先选球，好球才点。
We need to understand that as a bunter, an offensive player, we're not the one that's in trouble. The pitcher is in trouble because already we have base runners on first and second. So let's don't help him out. Don't give away our advantage by bunting a bad pitch.
那点他刚刚讲说点这个情况是我们现在1、2垒底下有人，然后现在有麻烦的是防守方，不是我们攻击方，所以我们不要急，我们要选好球再打，我们不要就是自己帮他们解决问题。
So every day, I would imagine that every day prior to batting practice, as a part of batting practice, we're also working on our proper bunting techniques.
就是在每天就是固定的那个打击训练部分的话，牺牲短打技巧是他们每天都会练习的这样子。
So our confidence level should be very elevated. We bunt it every day, so we should be very confident in our ability to get a good ball to bunt and to get the ball down on the ground to advance the base runners.
所以根据就是你有足够的练习，那你已经把这样的技巧就内化到你的身体，那所以在你面对到这样的状况的时候，你就可以做得很顺，然后很有自信的去做这件事情。
Our mindset should not be, I think I can get the ball down. I think it should be, I know I can get a good pitch and I can get the ball down.
然后当你在执行的时候，你想的不应该是说，我应该打得到吧，我应该可以就是成功推荐，而是想着说我一定可以做到，我已经练习这么多次，我现在的任务就是要做一个成功的牺牲触击。
So just like anything, success comes from repetition, working on things the proper way, and having some success. It'll give you your confidence level will be elevated.
成功的执行就是来自于就是不断的正确的训练跟累积。
Okay, a couple things. 2 angles to concern ourselves with.
2点是我们要那个注意。
Okay, one is I want the bat head to be slightly elevated, not like this, but just slightly elevated, because we know when the bat head is up, the ball goes down. If the bat head is down, I lose my barrel. Just like when I'm hitting, the ball has a tendency to go up.
那第一件事就是你的棒头就是要稍微的上。那你棒头如果往上的话，你到时候球篮就是你碰到那个球的时候，它很自然它的那个轨迹就是会往下，就是球撞到它就会往下，就是它那个力度会往下。
So the other angle is I want to make sure that the bat head is out in front in fair territory. It's out in front of home plate. It's out in front of home plate.
然后你棒子的位置就是要在前面，要比那个本垒板还要前面，放在前面。
And of course, you guys remember that we talked about proper fielding position is low to high, and we want to see our glove hand and the ball in the same frame, so it's not here and then I stab at the ball. I'm more successful, more repeatable. If I catch the ball, I can watch the ball go all the way in my glove, and then I start moving my feet and creating a line and momentum towards my target. The same thing applies with the bat head when you bunt. You want to see the bat head out in front, the bat head and the ball in the same frame, so now I can see the ball hit the bat, I can see contact.
就跟我们就是练习那也就是接球腿啊，你会是希望你的接球位置是固定的，然后就是这样子就固定位置，那接到，然后你就是不断重复练习的话，那你就是比较不会出差错。那在那个短打这个部分也是，他会希望你在前面，然后就是在固定的那个位置，然后就是球来了，你就是确实的去击中。
Okay, hand action. It's up to you. It's an individual thing.
那现在是要讲手的部分。
Some players like to just slide their top hand up so they control the top half of the bat. If you're real good, you can do this. But I would be afraid of getting the ball off my fingers or breaking my fingers like I've done about 5 times. So you want to control the barrel of the bat.
那你手放 放的位置，他刚刚是讲到手放的位置，其实每个人习惯不一样。那他刚刚握他的习惯是就是这样子的，那他不会去握太前面的，因为他之前都有被打到，就是5、6次，所以他就是自己的习惯。
So some players have more success controlling the barrel by just sliding the top hand up and controlling it, boom, getting the bunt down. Some have more success when they slide both hands up, being able to control the bat that way.
对，就是每个人的习惯不一样。有的人他就是会习惯，他如果抓不上面，他会比较好控制。那有的人他就是可以就是弄比较像，就是他抓的位置不一样的话，他的那个自己的习惯会不一样。
Your option, whatever you want to do, wherever you have the most success, that's what you teach. That's what you teach. Okay? Okay, the lower half action. The lower half action. We can either square around with my back leg, square around, or I can pivot. I can jab step, and pivot. We want to maintain the deception. Sacrifice it. We want to wait till we don't want to do it too early. We don't want to square or pivot too early.
就是他会希望就是在做那个牺牲注解的时候，你不要太早，就是做好你的准备动作。其实这时候防守方也会在猜说你到底要点还是不要点。那他就是不希望你就是太早就是做那个让对方就知道说哦你现在就是要点，那他们就可以做好准备，就是准备要去抓你的那个台。
We want to keep the defense guessing.
我们要让他们就是想说你们现在到底攻击策略是什么。
The only time that we want to square around or pivot early is when we have that. We square early to try to suck in the defense, then we go back and we slash. Bang! That's part of your game. Yeah, we square around early, trying to make the defense come in, and then we go back and we slash. We end up swinging and not bunting. You know, we're trying to decoy. They understand that? You guys got that? You got that, right? That's part of your game. Okay, we talked about hand position, we talked about bat head angle, we talked about lower. Again, you can either jab step and pivot or square around. Again, that's an individual thing, that's an individual approach. Now, as we square around, as we jab step, I want to kind of drop a little bit to get my body under control. The reason I take a jab is as I pivot, my head between my knees, I have better balance.
就是他的脚步这样站的话，就是其实可以让帮助你的那个身体的转向的那个。
We're in that athletic position again. Our body's going to move more efficiently for us.
这样子的话，你身体的那个就是转动的话会更有效果。
What would happen if I didn't take that little jab step? I lose balance.
如果说你没有这样上去，你就是很容易你的身体会失去你的那个平衡转向。
Like this. See, my chest is too far over my knee. I don't have the good balance. Now I have good balance. Now I have good balance. My hands are at the top of the strike zone. If the ball is over my hands, I just take it. It's a ball.
就是要做他像他这样的姿势。如果说你的脚没有做这样子的一个去协助的话，你很容易就是可能像他刚刚这样重心就前倾就跑掉了。
What I want to try to do is deaden the ball. Deaden the ball anywhere inside this arc. Of course, ideally, yeah, I would like to, first and second, nobody out, I would like to make the third baseman field the ball so he has to leave his position. But if I bunt the ball anywhere in this arc, I will have done my job and advanced the runners.
当然理想的状况，我们当然是希望可以点到就是没有防守球员的位置。但是他现在说不管，他现在就是你就是以这个就是脚椎围起来这个范围，你就是想办法就是点进这个范围。
So let's work on these mechanics of a proper bunting, sacrifice bunting technique, one at a time.
那我们等一下就会来实际操练一次。
What I want you guys to do, if you don't mind, is either pivot or square around. It's up to you. Bat head out front, bat head up, front of the plate, see contact. But for 2 pitches, I want you to get the feeling of killing the ball. So use one hand to try to kill the ball, to get the feeling. Then we'll bunt maybe 10 or 12, the regular way. Okay?
那我们等一下实际操作，前面两颗球的部分的话，就是先用单手，然后试过之后，我们再用正常的那个。
Sound good? Okay. Who's first? Who's first? First. No. Whoa. No. There you go. Yeah. Control the barrel. Atta boy. Balance. Out front. Oh, good. Okay.
对了啦，
Atta boy. Good.
他是往3的还是往1的？
都可以，只要顶过这个范围就好了。
到底是要在哪里那个位置？
这个范围顶
Anywhere.
超过这个范围，
Anywhere.
超过就好了呀。
It's up to you. Anywhere. Atta boy.
所以这个范围不是我知道。
哦，所以要点给你吗？
顶就发也可以。